Hello everyone and welcome to Book Talks. I get the question once in a while, which edition is your favorite edition in your collection? And it's of course a very hard question for me to answer since I have a lot of nice books and just picking one would be pretty much impossible. Maybe not impossible, but the answer would be quite boring. So I will try to make this video interesting and showcase all of my favorite books that I own. And I will do so by dividing them into subcategories with non-Folio Society books, Folio Society standard editions, Folio Society fine editions, limited editions, and that's it. So let's begin with the non-Folio Society books. And I have 3 books in this category, and the first one will be, of course, the book that started it all. This is the book that started my book collecting. It's the 60th year anniversary edition of Lord of the Rings, illustrated by Alan Lee, and also my most popular video here on YouTube, and also probably my worst video I ever made. If you want to check it out, you can do so, but I have to warn you that it is an awful video, and I am really overdue to make a new one with this book, and I should in the upcoming weeks probably make one, because I really want to cover this book in a nice way instead of that horrible video from the past. But I got this book in 2015. It has illustrations by Alan Lee, as I said, but while the book is maybe not my favorite in terms of art and the style, the binding, the paper, it's just the fact that it was my first book that I bought that was above average in quality. So the second book in my non-Folio Society category is The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde from Amaranthine Books. And this is a very newly released book with illustrations by Nebojsa Cvetkovic and with the concept by Marko Matiasevich. And this book is so different from everything else I own. It has a fully black paper inside with white text. It's bound in paper, and it also comes with a very nice fitting slipcase. So this is absolutely on the top of my list. And the last book in this non-Folio category is Hiroshige, 1000 Famous Views from Jekyll, which is a book from Taschen. And this book is extremely cheap considering what you get inside. It contains amazing quality ukiyo-e art inside, and it's also bound in a Japanese style binding. And I'm pretty sure I've made videos showing all of these books, and I will link them in the description. But this is my last favorite book in the non-Folio Society category. And next up is the Folio Society standard category, and here we're gonna start off with the Bhagavad Gita, and this is a book designed and illustrated by Anna Bushan. A fantastic edition, this one. Bound in paper, quartz bound in duotone cloth. It has Abbey rough paper inside, and also filled with illustrations by Anna Bushan and illustrated end papers as well. And then we have a book newly released in the Folio Society's summer collection. It is Steppenwolf by Hermann Hesse. This one is illustrated by Dan Hillier and also designed by Dan Hillier, and he has come to be one of my favorite modern artists, I think. But this book is not fully illustrated. It has a frontispiece, and it also has illustrated end papers, but I just love the binding design, and overall a very nice book that I would recommend. And here is a book I've had for a while. This is Dante Alighieri's La Vita Nuova, illustrated and designed by Daniel Egneus. Such an elegant book. The background binding really works well with the gold, and it also has gold covered sides here. And it has a ribbon, and it's also printed on Abbey pure rough paper, so a very nice and thick paper, and it's printed in 2 colors, and it has some fantastic work by Daniel Egneus. And then we have City of God by St. Augustine. This book itself looks quite divine, I have to say. Folio Society has done amazing work with this book, and it's designed by Joe McLaurin, and it's printed on Coxton wallpaper. And I haven't made a video about this edition yet, but it will definitely come sometime in the future. And this edition has sadly sold out, but it is definitely, even though I haven't read it, one of my favorite standard editions from the Folio Society, and up there with Finnegan's Wake, which didn't make the list, and also The Tale of Genji, which are quite similar to this edition. And that was the standard Folio Society books. And then we have come to the fine editions from the Folio Society, and this one is a clear favorite. It's also, I think, my only fine editions, my only true fine edition from Folio Society, so it makes it quite easy. But it might be my absolutely favorite overall edition of my whole collection, if you don't count limited editions. But it is the Rubaiyat of Omar, Khayyam, illustrated by Nirot Pipat. It's just a fantastic edition. It's quarter bound in leather and it's bound in a duotone silk in a purple and green color. And the top page of the book is in gold, and inside the book you get the premium paper, old stucco mill paper. And the artwork by Nirot is just also absolutely astonishing. And for my limited editions, I'm sure this won't come as a big surprise to you all, but it is of course Charles Van Sandwick's illustrated Alice in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll from the Folio Society limited edition. This has sold out now, but the edition itself is without a doubt the crown of my collection. It's probably the last book I would ever sell, and I've also made a very in-depth video showing this book, even though the video probably won't make it justice by itself. But yeah, favorite limited edition. And that was all of the categories for this video. Now you all have got a pretty good picture of my favorite editions, and it feels like I've been rambling on and on about books now, so I will try to make this video come to an end, but I hope you will find the video enjoyable. And if you have any questions, then please leave a comment and tell me, and I will try to answer it as quickly as I can. And if you want to support this channel, you can do so in two ways. You can either go to my Patreon page, or you can use my Taschen affiliate link, which you will find down below in the description. But that was another episode of Book Talks, and more book reviews are coming up in the near future. And I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I hope I will see you all next time. Goodbye.